And what the eagle did was turn towards the wind. And not only did he turn towards the wind, but he locked his wings. And when he locked his wings, he rose above the storm. He just went up. He went straight up. And it just, and it blew my mind. And I went like, wow, what does that mean? It took me many, many years to understand that that's what we need to do. But we can't run away from our storms in life, and we think we're strong and lock our wings and take it on, because you have to work out. You have to be strong to hold your arms that strong against a 55-mile-an-hour wind. So I implore you to listen to that lesson, because the great thing about this eagle that I saw in Montana was, while he was up there above the storm moved in, these eagles would watch ducks flying by, and if a duck flew by, they go, pow, they'd nail it. Take advantage of it. So I want to play you a song that reminds me of that. I wrote this next song in New Orleans. It's called Hurricane. And Mike and I just played the New Orleans Jazz Fest. That was fun, wasn't it? Yeah. It was hot. And Mike said I attract construction zones. I do. Well, not only that, I'm a weirdo magnet. I tell people when I lecture, I'm just this. You can go with me, and Mike's witnessed it, but the other band members from Nashville notice I can go to any park. I don't care if it's Philadelphia, New York City, New Jersey, Phoenix. Not LaCrosse. Yeah, LaCrosse. Yeah. If I came down here alone when you all didn't know I was here, I get Vietnam vets, ex-prostitutes, drug dealers, whatever. They just come up to me. Ah, how are you? Ah, I don't know. How are you? But I can go to any city, and I get the oddest people will come to me in airports or train stations. I'm like a walking Greyhound bus terminal. That's what I am. But that's okay. God must have made me that way for a reason. But so I was in New Orleans when I wrote this song. Oh yeah, when we were in New Orleans, we stayed in this nice hotel. Was it the Sheraton?
Sheraton.
And I get the construction floor. And I'm at the Marriott. I'm praising God that they're putting me up at the Marriott. It's a great hotel. I get the construction floor. 7 in the morning, they're constructing my window. So they don't know I'm a musician. I don't get up at 7. Please, help me. This is Hurricane. It's off my newest record. And I'm playing this weekend, Friday night and Saturday night. Where am I playing? Grand Ballroom?
Grand Ballroom.
TJ's place? And where's it at? Pearl Street. I'm playing at Pearl Street 2 nights. So if you want to come down and join us, we're going to jam out and have a lot of musicians come in, and we'll have fun there this weekend. So please show up. And thanks again for listening to me today. How much longer do I have? I don't even know where Are we on a time zone here? Can I do 3 or 4 songs? 4 or 5? All right, here we go. Here's Hurricane. Do you remember this one, Mike?
Fake it. Go ahead.
Let me go for it. Standing, is it on solid ground? What are you looking for when it's all really found? Crying Say what you want while your words turn into dirt. You know the world is surely turning, so run if you must. Let that pray for a vision, then your world will open up. Drink from the fountain, all you need is the cup. Let that hurricane blow in. many of you cried. Brother, 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 far too many of you died. You know we need to find a way to bring some love. Punish me with brutality. Talk to me, we can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Things that you wanted, I bought them for you. The graceless lady, you know who I am. You know I won't let you slide through my hands. Wild horses, they couldn't drag me away. Wild horses, they couldn't drag me away. I watched you suffer a aching pain. Now you decide to show me the same. No sweeping exits, no off-stage lines could make me feel better or treat you kind. The wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses broken. The tears must be cried. Let's do some living after we die. Wild horses, they couldn't drag me away. Wild, wild horses, we'll ride them someday. Thank you. Wake up, mama, turn your lamp down low. Wake up, mama, turn your lamp down low. When you got no lamp, turn like a blind door. Woke up this morning, I had them states blue. I woke up this morning, I had them Alaska blues. I looked over in the corner, yeah, but Grandpa seemed to have them too. My mama died and left me, my papa died and left me. Ain't good looking baby, but so much sweet and kind. Go to the country, where do you wanna go? If you can't make it, baby, your sister Lucille said she wants you. I love that woman, yeah, better than any woman I've ever seen. I love that woman better than any woman I've ever seen. Lord, she treat me like a king, yeah, I treat her like a doggone queen. Wake up, turn your lamp down. Wake up, mama, turn your lamp down. You got no nerve, baby, turn it on the drive for me. Just having fun, huh? was I forgot what year it was, 75. I was at whenever Mary E. Sawyer Auditorium was still in operation.
Way back.
And I went backstage and I met Dickie Betts. And he was awesome. And I grew up listening to Allman Brothers, so he was backstage drinking whiskey and playing poker and with his bandmates. And he had me come over, sit next to him. And I talked to him for quite a while. He said, "So Bill, you're a musician, right?" I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "Well, you looking for some advice or something from me?" I said, "Well, yeah, I'd love some advice from Dickie Betts." He says, "Okay, I'll give you my advice, Bill." So what's that? And he said, just hang. He said, "It seems like you have a strong spirit of perseverance," which he's right. In fact, when I'll go back before Dickie Betts, when I graduated from high school, I always loved being on the track team, although I sucked. I was the best guitar player, but I was not a good runner. And all the Indians in my class, I graduated from Shawano High School in Shawano, Wisconsin, then I moved here to LaCrosse after high school. But all my guys were state runners. They held state records, all these full-blood Indian dudes, they were rocking, and I was like sucking bad. And at the last year in senior year, when they give all the letters out and all that stuff, my family was so poor we couldn't afford a letter jacket or anything, so I went to that meeting pretty embarrassed. Didn't have a letter jacket. They were getting up these medals, you know, the little gold feet and stuff, and honors for all the track team. And all these guys got their awards, and I was happy for them. And all of a sudden, the coach gets up and he says, "We got one more guy we got to give an award to." And so everybody just cooled it, and he says, "It's Bill Miller," and the guys in the room started laughing. Oh, jeez. It was pretty embarrassing, and I didn't want the award anyway. You know, little did I know that God would give me 3 Grammy Awards, and the same guys who were laughing at me were paying $20 a ticket to come see me. But heck with them. But anyways, I was in this room, and I'm freaking out, and the coach says, "Bill, get up here," and I'm all embarrassed, and stood next to this coach, and he's looking at me, and all the guys are chuckling at me, like, what are they going to give Bill Miller? He didn't win any race. And he asked the team, he said, "How many of you guys made it to every practice the past 3 years? Every practice. How many of you made it to every practice for 3 years?" And nobody said a thing. "How many of you guys helped clean up, picked up water, and cheered you on while you were winning the track meet? How many of you guys cheered your other team members on? How many of you guys loaded the bus afterwards and helped me bring stuff into the gym even after all you guys left in your cars?" He said, "Bill Miller did that." He said, "Bill Miller stayed after every track meet with me. He helped me pick up, he helped feed you guys." I was like that movie I saw, The Water Boy. That was me. I was the water boy. And they always used to pick on me. And he said, "You know what Bill Miller has? And I'm going to give him a golden award here." He says, "He has perseverance in his heart. I believe that Bill Miller will persevere after his gift, and he will make it in anything he does, because he doesn't give up." Bill doesn't give up. Like, whoa, awesome. You know, fast forwarded to 1975 with Dickie Betts. So I'm with Dickie Betts, and he's backstage with me. And I go, "Well, what's the advice you got for me, Dickie?" And he says, "Well, I'll tell you what." He says, "It seems like you got a strong spirit of perseverance." And he says, "I'd suggest you continue to persevere. And this business is a hard business to stay in." But he says, "Get this, just keep doing what you're doing, Bill, because eventually the guys in front of you, they die off. And then you get a shot." He's right. They're dying off. I'm still alive. I love it. Let's see. Let's see if I'm into it. Sing along with this one if you want. I'm just having fun up here. Tune.
Little breeze.
born in the gun. I was born in the backseat of a Greyhound bus. I was rolling down Highway 41. Lord, I was born every man, trying to make a living, doing the best I can. When it's time to leave, hope you'll understand. I was born in Grammy. Well, I'm on my way to LaCrosse, Wisconsin this morning. I'm leaving out of Nashville, Tennessee. Always having a good time down in the Coulee region. Those Coulee regions really make the world move. Lord, I was born in a trying to make a living, do the best I can. When it's time to leave, well, I hope you understand. I was born a Grammy. I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living, doing the best that I can. When it's time for leaving, well, I hope you understand. I was born a rambling man.
Thank you for bringing me out here, the Rotary Club, and our sponsor. I'm trying to pronounce that, Authenticom.com. And thank you for giving today to the park. Thank you for keeping this park alive. It's the one that's going to keep your children here and bring memories for many families. We got to take care of this place, and don't forget about it. Honor it. It's sacred ground. I was taught that. I want to honor, do one more song, people that helped my life out. And that's Nancy and John Reeder, and back in the Freight House days, and They're such great people. They kept me going, kept me alive, and a place to play. And my dear friends from the LaCrosse Teachers Credit Union who gave me a loan when I had no credit. And they're just great people who stayed and conduct themselves in a beautiful business way, and because they care about their employees, they cared about people in the community. And unfortunately, businesses aren't quite like that anymore. They're pretty cutthroat, but there's still people out there, believe me, I've met them and I know them that are still, the Johnsons are one of the family, but I mean, they still love people. And I thank them. I thank Cholita Institute. When I used to work out there, I used to volunteer out there. Hope they're doing okay. I think UWL, what a great campus. They are Viterbo College and Wisconsin Western Technical Institute for being here, and all the clinics and every place I've been in town. I used to, and when I was in college here, I used to go to Bodega, and they used to have the greatest matzo ball soup and chickens, and it would be endless. You could buy $1.50 and have 4 or 6 bowls back then. I could eat it. And I'd just eat there all the time. And I used to take, from UWL, I used to take my own spoons and forks, steal them from the lunchroom so I'd have them in my toilet. So thank you, UWL. Now I gotta return them. Now they're gonna get on my case. I don't know if you knew this, but when I was going to college here, I came here for art school. I went to Layton School of Art and Design in Milwaukee, and they transferred me and another buddy of mine, and I fell in love with the Bluffs, and I never left here. So what happened was, during my senior year, my last year at college, some university professors, crazy professors, said, "Oh man, dude, we were at this party one night, and they were doing the word dude, because back then dude was in." Remember the word dude? Dude could be used in many, many ways. Like when at the party he said, "Dude," like if I were to belch up here in front of you, my guys would always go, "Dude," or like when I lived in a haunted house in Shawano. It was a scary place. I'll never live there again. But anyways, I saw things that you see on these Discovery networks. Chandeliers moving, doors opening, and stuff like that. It was like the Exorcist home. And but I'd wait for my mom and dad to come home, because I was afraid, even as a football player, to go in that house until they came back home. So I'd sit outside in my car. But I remember going in the house one time, and I used the word dude, and it was like, in a dark house, you go, "Dude? Dude? Yeah, is it quiet, dude?" But this art teacher, I won't mention his name, he's actually not around anymore, but he said, "Dude, you don't need to be finishing up at college, man. You need to go in the music business, dude. You'll make it, man. Forget your degree, Just do it, man. You can always paint." So I listened to him. So I quit. And you know what? Yeah, no, I'm painting houses, right? Yeah. So I listened to him, and a few years ago, I'm still feeling guilty. I never finished college. I'm thinking, oh man. But I got a few Grammys, and then I get a call from UWL. What a blessing. They flew me in. I was keynote speaker, and they gave me an honorary degree in the arts. Yes. I got it. Took me many, many years. So thanks, and I'd like to thank the original D's Donuts, where I used to go to at 2 in the morning. Jeez, those guys, they love me down there, and I used to talk to them, and then when they expanded, I used to go there and whatever. I expanded too when I ate those donuts. Everybody expands when they eat these donuts. So anyways, what am I going to do? But I want to thank you all for giving and being here today. We'll do one more song for you. Let me see. Oh, you know what?
Ghost Dance.
You want to hear Ghost Dance? What's that?
Reservation Road.
Reservation Road, Ghost Dance. Yeah, another half an hour? Okay. What the heck?
Do the Elvis version.
I'll do Ghost Dance for you. I've been asked to be on a lot of committees. It's amazing. I was in D.C. one time on a racial reconciliation committee, and it's very interesting because there were the people were arguing on the committee. A black man and a Hispanic man and a white guy were getting into it, and I was like, "Hold it, you guys! I was here before you." And, the heck, they were all getting down, and I just, you know, I'll still go out. I believe in reconciliation, especially racial. I don't know if we'll see it in our lifetime. It's about the heart. I'm here for the race issue, but the race issue I'm here for is the human race, and that's what I'm a part of. You know, I'm not gonna hold my heritage above anybody or lay a guilt trip on somebody and say you owe me, because that's just bogus. You know, these guys were teaching and preaching a word that that I find really strange, and it's a thing called tolerance. Now, there's museums on tolerance. Now, this is the way I look at the word tolerance. Wisconsin people know what I'm talking about. I said this at this meeting, in fact. They were all Southern people. I said, you know what tolerance is? And they go, what? I said, it's Wisconsin people dealing with 60 below wind chill.
Yeah.
You know, that's freaking tolerance.
Yeah.
It's tolerating that. You know what tolerance is? It's trying to change a flat tire in that crap, and try. You know, your boots are cracking and your face is cracking. Tolerance is wind and rain. It's weather issues. It's certain things that come through. We tolerate them. But between human beings, I don't want to hear anybody, and I've heard it before, but somebody coming up to me and saying, "Man, Mr. Miller, that was great to tolerate you for the past hour." Awesome. Think of it. It's nice to tolerate you. Good to meet you too. Yeah, I tolerated you. What the heck? I don't want to be tolerated. I want to be loved and accepted, and if you don't like me, that's fine. Just tell me. We'll get on with it, you know? You go your way, I'll go my way. But I don't tolerate people. I never have. I love you, you know? I work for you. That's the way it goes. So you have to do that. Let's do it, you know? Wasn't I going to do Ghost Dance? I start out in a Dylan tune. All right, I'll do Ghost Dance and I'll do this one last. I'll stretch it out. It's nice to not get kicked off a stage. Thank you. I wrote this song. I know why I went into this tolerance, because when I wrote this song, I wrote about Wounded Knee, and it was a massacre that happened December 29th, 1890 in Wounded Knee, South Dakota, where almost 300 American Indians who were Ghost Dance believers were shot to death in the winter, and their bodies were left there all day, and they picked them up the next day and put them in a mass grave. And I went to that site and I wrote this song. I thought I would write a bitter, ticked off Indian song, you know, but it didn't. It came out, again, about what I want to stand up for is the truth. And it's a song for everybody. It isn't just for Indian people. And here's Ghost Dance, and then we'll do one more song, all right? You guys do all right? Thank you so much for coming out and supporting me.
I wanna go where the blind can see. I wanna go where the lame will walk. I wanna see the sick ones clean, where the deaf can hear the silent talk. Where are you going? To a ghost dance. Coming home. Never get all the way. When the mountain lion lays down with the land. God is praised. Walking right across the plains to the promised land. Are you going to a ghost dance in the sun? I'm coming home. Yeah, well, I'm gonna need to raise your voice. No starvation had plenty easy. No girls, no wars, no hate for yours. Just a victory dance and never taste defeat. There's nothing wrong that can't be forgiven. And every step you take, it's our sacred ground. Walk away, death to the land of the living. Where all the lost tribes are finally mine. How you going? You go stand in the snow. Coming home. Finally, I'm coming home. Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, dark to see. I feel it knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put these guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. The long black cloud is coming down. Feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, knock, knock, knocking on heaven. Mama put breast cancer in the ground. I can't deal with it anymore. Mama put my debts all in the ground. I can't deal with them anymore. Mama put that alcoholism and drug addiction around. I can't deal with it anymore. Mama put unforgiveness in the ground. I can't deal with it anymore. Mama put homelessness and poverty and sickness in this ground. I can't deal with it anymore. Mama put these guns in the ground. I can't deal with it anymore. Mama put this bench in the ground. I can't wear it anymore. That long black cloud just coming down. Hey George from S&S is out there too, man. He's awesome, man. We got some great companies in this state. That's a big bud company I loved all these years, George. I love it. Mama put these guns in the ground. I can't use it anymore. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. You think the crowd would sing with us? Maybe not. Some of them. Come on, Wisconsin people. I've heard Pennsylvania sing. Wisconsin people are not shy people. Maybe they're really shy because it's cold up here. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Can I hear it? Sing it loud. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. You know I'm knocking. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
One more time, thanks for the inaugural noon tunes. I want to introduce on bass, Mike Van Mucho. And on drums, Eric Gerke. And our guest performer, the ambassador for LaCrosse, and a man who I admire for his mission in life, his human race, the incomparable Bill Miller. Bill has graciously offered to do one more song, so please enjoy the afternoon in the Cooley region, Riverside Park. Thanks for your donations to help restore and rebuild the band shell so we can continue venues like this and give performers like Bill, Mike, and Eric a chance to perform and entertain us. And Bill, it's all yours.
Yeah, and let's see if I can remember the words of this song. I heard this First, with Pearl Jam, I toured with them in the 90s, and then later on I went out on the road. Eddie had me come to a show, and they did this song. It's a great song that we should take on, an old Tom Petty song.